Let's call a meeting to order at 5:30 p.m. June 3rd at Montrose City Hall. Roll call. Ashlanado.
Katie Gort.
David Paradise.
Cole Andrew.
Sylvia Henry.
Jessica Bagwell. Christy Gerard.
Approval of the agenda.
I make a motion to approve the agenda as written.
Is there something you wanted to add?
No, I think it was already in there. For the Forest Creek stuff.
Okay, yeah,
It's in there.
my bad. I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Approval of April 1st, 2021 meeting minutes. I'll make a motion to approve April 1st, 2021 meeting minutes as written.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, old business. Park and trail plan. Katie, you did not make it to that last meeting, right? Okay. Did you have thoughts, comments, concerns that you wanted to express? We went through and just discussed some of the parks, logistics, what we thought, like if we could get your input on some of those parks. Especially the skate park, because I have not had a chance to go and walk it, but you've had concerns.
Yeah, the skate park needs a lot of help. Like the stuff that's over there it needs to be like redone, fixed, or repaired.
The equipment out there?
Yeah, you go over there, there's definitely pieces on there where the kids can fall or hurt themselves. They're gonna wind up getting cut. And it's never clean, it's always full of litter. So it'd be nice if, I know that you had brought up like Boy Scouts, Girl Scout stuff, like maybe we can get them to even just go around and pick up some of the litter.
Is there a trash can out there?
Yes.
I
Yes.
think so, but I don't think that,
People use it?
well, that and I don't necessarily know that it like gets picked up every week and like taken care of. Because I feel like, and I think that's true for like a couple different parks where they don't necessarily, like sometimes they'll get overly full and be overly full for a while. So I know that this has been a thing in the past, but I don't know kind of where we're at, but there's been like Adopt a Park program. Do we know like if any of those families like actually do things with their parks or if they all still live in town? Because I feel like that sign's been there for a while and people come and go.
We were just talking about that the other day, and we were going to do an audit, and we did half of them. We haven't gotten through them all. So we'll finish that project and we can bring it to the next meeting for sure.
So that park is David O'Connor, and they've moved out of town. They live in Duluth now.
Oh, okay.
So it is,
Yeah, we're auditing to make sure people still live in town,
Yeah.
and we'll probably be sending them letters to say, do you still want to adopt this park? Because you should be doing these things
Right,
at
like-
this park.
yeah, so that one is back open again.
Yep, so we're working on that. That is something that was brought up this last week, actually. So.
Sorry, got sidetracked.
With that park over there, has there been any further discussion on putting the nets over in that area? Since they're not really utilized in the regional park?
I have not heard any further discussion on that. That would have to be a council decision if that was going to be moved, so.
Well, that the last one, wasn't it?
I think Tom,
Yes.
yeah.
Said that they were going to stay there.
Mhm.
It's kind of a waste.
So
Well, that's
I
what
wanna
that
just-
park is for.
So, would it be all right then if we just kind of like made a community post and be like, hey, would you guys like this here? Do you know this is here? Would you want us to move it temporarily just until there's a little bit more going on there? Like I can't have it both ways, but I think it's just since a lot of people don't really know much about regional, there's not really other stuff going on, that we should at least communicate that or see if that works for people, because people have seen them at Lent in the past. So, thoughts? I don't know.
You wanna, know if we should do like a post to see what like the community's request is?
Yes.
Okay?
Um,
Well, I also feel down the road when the sunflowers are blooming that those will actually get used a lot more. Cause there'll be a lot more traffic down over there, you know?
where are we at with sunflowers?
Contract is signed.
Okay,
They should be starting within the next week or so.
okay, so we
They're on the
probably
field right
won't-
now.
Yeah, he said he was gonna go out and do some different stuff and then actually start planting probably next week, or early next week.
Yep, he's actually driving it as we speak.
Yeah, he was gonna do some spraying or different stuff out there, so, yeah.
So I don't know much about, do we know how long it would probably take to see? Yeah,
Not until
I
August.
don't know, yeah, he
Okay.
said they would fully bloom, it sounds like August, late August maybe, so.
okay, so if we're thinking like late August for blooming, can we look at the possibility of just moving them and then just moving them to regional for next summer? And then just making sure that we, for next summer, communicate that they're moving? Because otherwise they just kind of popped up at regional this year and nobody would have expected it, known it. I feel like Lent, since with the skate park and everything, there are more people there than regional since there's not more other stuff going on at regional. Lent's like right in the middle of a neighborhood and they have been seen there before. And then just discuss for next year to move them.
We can talk
Yeah.
about it.
I don't have a problem having them moved eventually, I just think that since nobody really knows they're there, but people have seen them at another park, maybe move them back over.
Yeah,
Like,
but wasn't that the first year, last year, that they were at Lent?
yeah, but that's where people have seen them now, and we didn't really communicate to other people that we moved them, they just kind of showed up
Well,
over
the
there.
kids that you're teaching, haven't you told them where it was?
We haven't coached it this year, we're
Oh,
doing some baseball first.
maybe you should send out flyers.
I did it on Facebook, I haven't actually like gone through the works yet, because I'm doing baseball first, and I'm almost done getting baseball set together. And then I gotta go through and get all the soccer. I'll probably be doing it all at once, but I gotta finish with the baseball project and then get started on soccer.
Okay, so we can definitely talk about that for sure.
Okay. Like I said, I'm good with either. I just would like to see them utilized, but since people don't know they're there,
Yeah.
maybe just move them to where they have been seen before for this summer and then move them next summer.
Okay.
I need to make a note. Were there any other parks that you had put thoughts into?
No, Forest Creek is already on here, and we already talked about Lent and regional, so.
I know what staff and council would like to see is kind of a bullet pointed list for recommendations for the different parks.
Yeah, kinda like what we did at the
Mhm.
last meeting, just kinda have that written up so we
Like
I'm
can.
beating myself up right now because I forgot
Yeah.
my my
It's-
parking
it's
trail plan in
It's all
my
good.
car.
Yeah.
I just think that, you know, you three sit down and just put that together.
Then we'll compile
That way we
everything
can put it all
and-
together and
I
make,
Yeah,
have
put it into the engineers.
a file at home
Cool.
with printed bullet points.
Yeah.
I forgot to
Awesome.
print it, but my like handwritten one from the last meeting is in my car.
no worries.
Well, and it might even help, like, to help create, like, to use that to help create a checklist, even for some of the guys, like, it's like, oh, make sure we're doing this at the park, you know what I mean? So that would be super helpful.
You guys have a checklist.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I was like, yeah.
No, I mean, that's great that you guys are doing this, but when we tried to do that before, we were told that we couldn't do that because the guys.
Well, all of the
Have the
maintenance things, should be on their checklist.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, because when like I said, when it happened before, Wendy's like, it's not Park and Rec's job to do that.
Yeah.
But it technically should be because you guys are Park and Rec, so I appreciate that you guys are acknowledging that now.
Now, is Forest Creek really done?
It's not done.
But they're working on it.
They are working on it. We're a little short-staffed right now with Coco on vacation. And Wayne is getting together all of the assembly stuff, like how to assemble it back to what it should look like. So that'll be, hopefully be done in the next couple weeks here.
Perfect.
So, next question before we start getting ringing. I wish Wayne was here right now so I could ask him, but what would Carter Field need so that it stops flooding in the same spots every year? So it regularly floods between first and second and usually around home plate. Is it just like a TLC thing?
Yeah, what were we, did he say?
What did you say?
Maybe some
first?
diamond dust on it.
Yeah, I think he said diamond dust the
Yeah.
last meeting, that they needed to bring in diamond dust.
Between where, first and second?
Almost always between first and second and usually around home plate as well. Floods really bad. Like the rest of the field will dry up really, really well and then there'll be a ton of water.
I've seen that at a lot of baseball parks around the state. I mean,
Yeah.
it just happens. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the main things that we can try to do. is
Yeah,
try and-
it's, if it was like just a little bit more damp in those spots,
Yep.
then like I'd be like, okay, not the end of the world. But it's
Yeah.
like the rest of the field will be like kind of dry and you can see it's still a little wet and then it'll just be puddles.
Yep.
You would not want to slide to
No,
second.
absolutely.
Please. You don't want to have to slide to second. You're gonna get very messy. I don't know if that's just like a TLC thing or if that's
Yeah, I don't
gonna
know
be
if
needed.
they did diamond dust this year, so I'll have to talk to Wayne about that.
Okay.
Is there a way to get plates out there too?
New plates? We are also working on a new tennis court, or a tennis net for the court.
I'm gonna bring that up.
Okay.
Also, when we chatted it, so if I remember correctly, in the Parks and Trails plan, it did discuss, or maybe it was another piece of paper, that Carver Field would transition more towards a Little League baseball field instead of like a softball field. Do you know if there was a plan on that specifically?
I don't specifically know. I believe that was the plan for when like regional opened up, that they were gonna do bigger fields out there and then keep Carver Field
Okay.
more of a smaller field, I think. I'm not 100% sure, I can find out.
Is there gonna be any tournaments going on out there? Is Kirby doing his tournament?
I don't know, he doesn't know yet.
They'll probably do the Alzheimer's tournament
I
in
think
September.
that's
right?
happening, yeah.
That first week in September, usually. I don't know what I'm doing, whatever.
Northbridge is good at the moment. Mostly just maintenance, kind of on all the parts at the time, at this moment anyway, for that one. Checking off all my boxes. I can't remember, did we say anything about Lions Park? Because Lions Park equipment needs updated.
Yeah, I believe we did, and we touched on that it needed a new playground.
Um,
And maybe looking at doing the handicap accessible one for their, well, obviously.
wait, was that Lions Park or Vets that we had discussed? For handicap
Nope, you're right,
accessibility?
no, it's Vets Park.
Okay,
Yeah. Lions Park, I don't know, we weren't getting a playground in there, I don't know if we're gonna replace any of that equipment, I mean, that's something you guys can certainly recommend.
Is Gaga Ball still over there?
It is for now, yeah.
What do you mean for now?
I believe the intention is to move it to Regional Park once, well, now that we're having sunflowers in there, probably not for a few years, so.
We should just have them put it there in the first place in hindsight, actually. I understand why we didn't, but like in hindsight's 2020. Does it get used? I don't
Yeah,
really
it does.
make my way up there too often. I don't
It
really
does.
have a need to be on this side of town.
Yeah.
But that's,
Yeah, so Vets Park needs a new playground.
And they're getting the handicap one?
When it when we're able to, yeah, it will be a handicap accessible.
It has to be.
Is there money in the budget? Set
Well, not
aside?
yet, no, not yet.
Well, I mean, so what's in the budget right now? So, over the past couple of years, there's typically that $8,000. And so when that money doesn't get used, it just kind of carries over, so can we find out what's in there? And maybe, because we haven't done anything for 2 years at least, well, because COVID, and nothing this year.
One thing that we should look into is Mr. Oswald works for the city of Plymouth. They change all their parks every 2 years. They just put it in storage and then hold on to it and then dump them.
Maybe that's kind of how we got Forest Creek. was through
Yep,
down
so we should talk with Mr. Oswald, see what the city of Plymouth is willing to give us the equipment for. If they're willing to just donate it or whatnot, and then basically, hopefully the only spending we have to do is just building it. And we're getting pretty much almost brand new equipment.
And I think we would probably have money in the budget to do something similar to Forest Creek.
Mhm.
But a full brand new playground, obviously, you
It's
know,
gonna be
is
really expensive.
very expensive.
It's
Yeah.
very expensive,
But this
right?
is the way, I mean, they said they have tons of them. I mean, every 2-year cycle, they're, that's what I'm saying, they're just there. So, you know, I talked with him a
If
few
they
months
don't
back,
even buy
so
it,
it's-
it has to be a one.
Does he have a real name?
I think it's
My
Brian.
dad does. Anything that's new
Okay.
has to be major.
I just-
He lives right
Donated,
behind
I got-
Jackie B's.
Okay.
Christina
Christina's his wife.
on Marshall's days.
I hear a name and I can't think of a face.
But I would try and set up a time to talk with him and
Maybe in.
advance things
one of the
further,
meetings,
yeah. But advance things further and see if we can actually do something.
Okay. Not video. Okay. I had something in my head and I lost it. Never mind, I got back to it. All right, Forest Creek Playground update? I think that's all for park and trail time.
We just did,
Okay, but
yeah,
it's just
so
that,
they're-
it's just about done.
It's just about done, yeah.
Okay.
They should have it done in the next couple of weeks. All they have to do is assemble it. Like I said, Wayne's getting all the stuff together to all the instructions to assemble it, and
Okay.
as soon as we have a full staff back, we'll get
Okay.
it out.
Okay. And summer events. We doing summer splash? Are we allowed
It's up
to?
to you guys.
Are we allowed to?
I think so.
I think we should do it.
We gotta do something. I wanna do something.
Yep, this is
Okay.
your.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I'm saying I wanna do something. I need
You guys
input
are
from everybody.
it.
I do have it written down.
Okay.
Summer splash.
It's definitely too late for July, unless we can
No, it's
plan
not.
all of summer, well. Okay, guys, let's plan an event.
It's usually the third weekend in July.
That is.
We could do it the end of July, that would give us enough time.
You
Are we
don't
thinking-
need
okay,
2
so
months.
That's a month
There's-
and a half.
So there are 5 weekends in July. So the 17th or the 24th would be viable. If you're looking for mid-July.
I vote the 24th, I can't do it the weekend of the 17th.
And just keep in mind, like, unless you guys are gonna recruit volunteers, you guys are it, right? So.
Hey, do you want to help us with something, guys? Like,
Matters if I'm in town that weekend. We have some weekends in July that are up in the air right now for camping.
that's like me with the month of June. But I'm not camping. But I am busy like all of June. What do you think, Sylvia? Do you have a preferred weekend? Oh. Call it July 24th?
Yep.
All right, guys, cool. It's July 24th.
What are we doing?
Hold
Summer
on.
splash.
What does that have though? Like what's there?
Okay, so I don't think you have lived here since we've done a summer splash. So, usually the fire department, they're amazing. They bring out like a holding tank. We let kids like fill up water guns and they kind of do that. They use an old hose kind of like as a sprinkler. We've had like water-friendly bounce houses out. And then sometimes we've also seen like the Girl Scouts or the Boy Scouts have come out and like sold like hot dogs, chips, and stuff as like a fundraiser.
We got an ice cream truck one year.
Yeah, there was an ice cream truck one year. There's been Dunk the Council.
Dunk tanks.
Oh, that would be fun, we should do that.
I would
So
go
good
broke.
you're.
I'll go to you guys.
Lucky that's all the rules for some members of the council.
I mean, I'll let you guys dunk me too. Well, if you can dunk me anyway.
Ooh.
Kirby
Sounds like
maybe,
a
but.
challenge.
I don't have an arm wrestler or anything. but-
Yeah, right.
You've seen the Stingers record, haven't you?
I mean, you're not wrong. So what I'm hearing is I don't have to fear Kirby.
But we've done dunk tank, and if we wanna do that, we'll have to reserve that. I think we've used, from Clat in Buffalo.
Class, I think.
And, we can have the public works guys go pick it up with a truck.
We should do that.
So that, yeah,
What about the bounce house?
we can pick that up too.
Is that also
Isn't
through
it
Platt
through Platt?
usually?
Yes.
Okay.
Because usually we.
And you have to pick which one you want, so that'll be up to you guys, whichever bounce house thing that you want.
Is this typically an all-in-all free event for?
Yes.
for
Yes.
kids?
Unless you like got food.
Well, no, I mean,
But
I'm
yeah,
just
the actual
thinking like
event
if
itself.
there was a dunk the council or dunk the park and rec members, if there was
Yeah,
like
they buy
a charity
tickets
thing
for that?
Yeah,
that
did we
they could
just
tie
let
with
them
that
do
or not.
it, or we could charge a small
The
thing as
first year we
charity?
did like $3 or
I was gonna say,
something.
can we charge? I don't even.
If it's for a charity,
You
that's what
can-
I'm asking, like.
I
if
mean,
it
you
could
can
be-
just say it goes to a new park fund, you know, if you want to do a donation.
Put it towards the playgrounds.
It would be like an optional donation.
Yeah, not like a mandatory, but just,
And
I'm
encourage
That's actually a good
donation.
idea.
just thinking, you know, something
Yeah.
to help.
We use it's usually about $500 then
Okay,
with the,
Yeah. with the
dunk
rentals.
tank and the
Yeah,
bounce house.
for sure.
Bounce house is.
Don't they have a
And I think Matt got,
too?
yeah, and like, squirt guns, like cheap squirt guns, you can
Yeah.
get tons of those on
Water
Amazon,
balloons.
For
yeah.
sure.
And just have like a big tank for them to fill it in, like a little, like a
Pool.
horse tank, you know, like a,
Absolutely.
yeah.
We wanna get any food trucks or anything like that for the event or no?
You're gonna have to really step on it if you wanna get food
Yeah,
trucks,
and
yeah.
that's, I just, if that's what you wanna be a part of the.
Well,
Or contact
maybe
Boy
an
Scouts,
ice
Girl
cream
Scouts,
truck.
see if
This
they
one
want
I would love to
lasts
see-
If they have
about 2
licenses, I
hours.
think they could do that.
I think that they can get like just event licenses, so like it's just like a 3-day one.
Okay.
I don't know how much that is off the top of my head.
$100.
You mean like the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be nice to see over a huge like food truck thing.
It'll be an opportunity for them, because I know
Yeah,
they probably had
Opportunity for
little
them since it's,
opportunity.
yep, just
yeah,
since-
No, they went all online, they had probably crushed their sales.
Yeah, well, that's true, with Girl Scout cookies, yeah.
I had people ringing my doorbell and just dropping off cookies at the door, and they're like, "Oh, you can just pay it online." I was like, "Wow, the Girl Scouts have come a long way."
I don't know. I like just since it's like a little bit lower, like a low key event. I think it'd be nicer just to see like just something basic. It's hot outside, so I mean, hot dogs are kind of it's hot dog season.
Yeah.
Really easy. Just hand a kid a hot dog real quick.
I think we should do that ice cream truck. I think that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
I think.
Gotta give him
Yeah,
one
yeah.
Ice
scoop
cream
if he's not
truck.
busy.
Oh, good luck.
I know. Maybe.
Crazy.
I mean, and we could also see if like maybe like if we talked to like the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts, if maybe like one of them wanted to do one thing and maybe the other group did something cold, like if they did like either like freezies, ice cream sandwiches, root beer floats, and then have the girls do the other. And I suppose if they did, they could use like the same license, couldn't they? Could just be all under one if they kind of just did it
I don't know how
together
that would
and
work.
split the cost.
They'd have to probably, because they're separate entities, right, Michelle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you think that they probably get like a seasonal license or something? Because don't they do this a lot of places?
Well, they typically do because Montrose Days, but they're
Yeah.
not doing that now.
Yeah, so I don't know if they have
So
a
maybe
license.
not.
But since it's
Well, we
just
could
a
always
one-day
reach
thing,
out to them.
Yeah.
do you think that they'd have a way for them to just kind of be like, we're gonna do this fundraiser together and we're just gonna split? Because we did that with Carver Field the first year, like 10, 11, I don't know, 12 years ago.
And they'll know.
Well, that
right?
was
They've got
12
people.
years ago, Ashland.
Yeah, so we did,
But
have
the
changed,
laws
yeah.
have changed. You
But they'll
read
know, so if we reach out, if you reach out to them, they'll know.
I'll say, so like, obviously, yeah, so since it's changed, but what we had done is, we ran the Carver Field concession stand as a fundraiser, and if I remember correctly, it was like a boy and a girl every night, like one of the Boy Scouts, one of the Girl Scouts. And then I think we just split the profits, like we went half and half and then split it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would reach out to them and
I'd be-
see if they're interested.
Yeah.
I'd be really surprised if they couldn't, unless I don't think it would be a legal thing. If anything, it would just be something with their organizations, because people go together on donation, or fundraisers. Okay. So. And you guys said that we just use Clat and Buffalo, right?
And we'll put something in the newsletter about this.
Are you gonna use the same flyer we
Probably.
Is this like a daytime event? Will it be like
I think it's been
Two to four.
Really? I thought it was longer than
No,
that.
it's, I think it was a,
I know.
A few hours. It was
I think-
Yeah, I thought it was like a 4-hour event.
for some reason I remember it being a few hours.
I just thought it was later in the afternoon, like at least around 6.
It went till 6. They usually ended it longer.
What time?
Because they did it right around dinner time.
I think 2 to 6 maybe?
2 to 6, 3 to 6, something like that.
Well, you guys can just decide, right?
Yeah.
I think,
No,
I think
this
we should
is-
do like a
this
3
is-
to
I mean,
7,
like,
then we
things
get
change.
dinner time over,
Yeah.
you know, the entire dinner time window. That'd be good for,
And that way if,
Yeah, hit it
because some
during lunch
people,
or dinner.
and then, well, and Saturdays, people do still often, like, it's not uncommon for people to have to work Saturdays, and that way, like, if they can get off work and still kind of swing by.
So you want to do 2 to 6,
Or like a 3 to 7?
3 to 7?
I
That's
would
going
definitely,
right through the dinner hour.
So if you want food trucks, try and get them right away.
Okay, I'm leaning towards
Yeah,
Boys
yeah.
and Girl
I
Scouts.
mean, Mario's are Great
Maybe,
Northern,
but
maybe.
yeah,
Or the-
maybe.
the barbecue
Cobra,
place,
whatever they are, yeah.
Yeah. But as long as they're not
Northern Smoke.
like
Yeah.
rented somewhere else.
That's
Yeah.
the thing,
Yeah.
they're probably all booked out for the summer and especially weekends.
Mhm.
Right.
So I would say maybe reach out to Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, see if they wanna do their thing, because that might be the only way to get food out there.
Yeah. We'll just check with them all and see what comes
we
up.
need to make sure we can get food before we do a time.
Well, worst case scenario, we don't have food.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't
Yeah.
always had food out there.
It's
We
been
had
a
ice
thing
cream
of
trucks.
class.
If we're gonna do it right over dinner, you know what I mean? If we can't get any food out there.
Well, why don't we say this is tentative and then you guys can figure out the food situation and decide if you want to adjust it.
Let me get a check to see what it's gonna be.
When do they have to have a time by, to have it in the newsletter?
By the 12th.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're telling me is I got 9 days to give you a yes or no.
You
We
have
just
6
need to
days.
call food trucks.
Yeah.
See what we can do
Yeah.
for food trucks first.
Okay, hey, who's probably the Girl Scout person to reach out to? I'll reach out to a Boy Scout right now.
I don't have any Girl Scout people. Don't look
Michelle?
at me. Don't know.
What,
Who's the Girl Scout to reach out to?
you can try Jennifer Anderson, Liam, Joanne.
So they did 3 to 5 before. And there's the bounce house, so I don't think that they closed.
Okay, I'm gonna pass it around. What was the other one you gave me? You gave me Leah, Joanne, and
Jennifer.
I knew it was another J. Anderson name.
Who are you reaching out to for Boy Scouts?
There's Brian. That's, I mean, my immediate contact anyway.
Was coffee, have coffee.
Oh, yeah, her too. I have contact for her. Her son did soccer with me. Okay.
I can call on the dunk tank and the bouncy house and see what we can do.
Okay. And then I assume we gotta like reach out to the fire department.
Yeah, so reach out to the fire department and let them know what your date is and, let them
She'll go off right away.
Yeah.
It's only like 2 hours
Hey,
before,
yeah,
3 to 5.
You could sweet talk your husband.
He was out there volunteering a couple years ago.
Okay, yeah. So if you could sweet talk him, that'd be great.
I'm sure they won't be opposed to that, so.
If I mean, If I had useful people in my house, I would sweet talk them.
Useful people.
Was that part of your vows?
Yeah, right.
You are useful.
You gotta be useful, otherwise, nah.
Yeah.
And do you guys wanna order squirt guns? We can kinda get some prices on
Yes. Yeah, that's,
Even like just a little
that. Yeah, just the
guys.
cheapy ones.
Yeah.
Last
No super soakers
Yeah,
here.
right.
yeah. No, I encourage people to bring their big ones, but
Yeah,
we
you
can help
encourage
with the
people.
little.
Last
Oh,
time
they
we
do.
just went to Dollar General and got the dollar.
Oh, the
Yeah,
sticks.
those ones
Those
will
ones
like,
are good.
those ones will actually do something, so, like, even look online, cause you can probably get, like, multiple online for a good price, but, they'll actually do something for their little,
How many do we need?
I think we bought like 20.
Yeah,
last
that's
time.
not bad.
And
yeah, it was
then-
like, probably 2 dozen.
And then each member of the commission and whatnot brought like a bucket of water balloons, filled water balloons that kids can throw.
Oh, we
okay.
should totally do that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun cleanup.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let April know, because latex is bad. Just,
Yeah, she's gonna watch this, right?
I know. I'm talking with her right now.
Okay, like, cause I know, you know she's gonna watch this video and she's gonna tell you that by like 8 AM tomorrow.
No, she'll tell me, yeah.
Oh, I
No, she'll
appreciate-
tell me by 9 when I fix the.
Hi, April.
Well, I think we got some good starting points for this.
Okay.
Obviously, you'll need to have a meeting in July then and finish everything up.
Do we need to,
Are you guys doing anything for National Night Out?
hold on,
Sorry.
don't jump the gun.
Okay.
Do we need to ask the council for a bunch of
Well-
money in advance?
Well, we don't know how much everything's gonna be, so you're gonna have to come back with some figures and stuff, for the bounce house and the dunk tank.
So
I'll
do
get the squirt gun.
Kind of wanna like
information.
figure out here how much we wanna spend, look at it, and then kinda like bring that to them with what we discussed.
Can you do that?
You know how much we've
We
spent in the
should give
past?
figures first, because stuff might be
Yeah.
more expensive.
Yeah, just a ballpark.
It's $80 for the dunk tank, $350 for the, right around $350 for the,
I thought it was.
Michelle, what did you say you guys normally spend?
$500.
So a lot for about 7 maybe.
Uh,
You don't have to spend 7.
No, I would get the
Yeah, get the
numbers from the
numbers.
rentals, the exact cost
Yeah,
there.
because
Bring
they
it to
might
you
have
on-
went up.
Yeah, there might be.
Because if you can get that exact cost of the rental, that's gonna be your biggest chunk of the money.
Yep.
Then we can factor in what we expect for
Squirt guns and
squirt
other
guns and water
incidental, yeah,
balloons
water
and that
balloons.
stuff.
Yeah, you can have that by Monday.
Is it Monday? No, ooh, I lucked out. Month started on a Tuesday. I have a week and a half.
Yeah, so meeting's on the 14th. Yeah, so
Oh, yeah, I
if
guess
you
it is
can get some information to me by like Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, that would be good. Then I can get it in the packet and,
We can get it for the newsletter. I'll try to get it to you so that you can get stuff in the newsletter.
yeah.
Wait, how often do you put up the newsletter? Is it once a month or is
It's
it
quarterly.
quarterly?
Yeah, so
Quarterly?
it's going out around the 15th of this month,
Okay. When do you
You
want?
said the council meeting is what day?
the 14th.
Okay, and, okay, so what day do you need all the things for the newsletter?
By the 12th.
By the 12th? I will have that for you by the 12th.
You're the greatest.
Aww. Take notes.
Any other summer events you guys wanna discuss?
I think we should do National Night Out, and that is, well, it's not National Night Out, but that's what it started. Montrose Night Out, and that would be August 3rd.
As a community thing or in the neighborhoods?
So are we calling
Neighborhoods.
Montrose or Montrose Night Out or
Yeah.
or National
Montrose Night Out.
You
Montrose.
can't use national because it's
Just-
We gotta
Wanna make
pay
sure.
for National
I
Night
just
Out.
wanted to make sure.
19.
And just
Yeah.
for that one, just kind of encourage them in their neighborhoods. Alright, so just kind of reminder to that, and then did we want to look at another more family-friendly community event, but maybe a little bit later? Because I think we had discussed previously, like another just like kind of food truck event.
I think we should do that again. That was a really big hit.
I'm so bummed I missed it.
It was.
I
it was
don't
a big
think
hit.
at this time you'll get any food trucks.
It would be
This
for
late.
like October. probably.
You can get them for that time frame.
Yeah.
Yes, no.
You might get some.
I mean, do some research and
It's-
and if you
it's
guys
towards
want to do
the end
that, I
of
would
their
call some
season,
food trucks
so
and
they're
try and get
typically
some
looking for
tentative
whatever
dates
they
and
can
be
grab at that
available
time.
and-
Just to clarify on that, since it is a city-sponsored event, they don't have to pay for the license, right?
For the food truck permit, yeah, that would be correct.
Okay.
We require the permit for the ones that come regularly, but we'd probably just waive it because it is a city event.
Because that was a lot of questions when I did this last year. I'm like, no, we're waiving it, it's a
Yeah.
city. Okay.
Yep.
What else did we do for night to unite? Because I missed it, I saw it. I dropped the ball. What else went on? Was it just mostly
You
food
had,
trucks?
you had like an art truck or something there too, like an
There was like
activity
face
truck.
painting
Yeah.
stuff too.
An art activity truck. I think that's kind of a fun.
Oh, what's the radio thing? They
Yeah,
something
WC.
called- Yeah, is that something we can call? Or
It's
They-
about $400.
Yeah, they do an activity thing, yeah.
Cool, I can do the same thing for free.
KRWC, the radio station in Buffalo. They come and do like hula hoops and they give away prizes and stuff.
That'd be cool
But
though.
it's like $400.
Cool, I can probably buy hula hoops for way cheaper and I can do the exact same thing.
You can do whatever. I had like 5 food trucks last year and then the art people. Make sure not to do it on a Tuesday. Because I think that's when we did it before. the
Oh,
fire
because it was
department
supposed to
has
be
their meeting.
the replacement for the 19 night or whatever.
Yeah,
Because of COVID, we did it in October and yeah, it was a Tuesday.
yep,
So
Because-
probably like a Saturday maybe, or,
maybe, because
Friday.
last year when we
Friday or
did it,
Saturday.
we had all the food trucks, but the fire department has a meal catered in, so they weren't as hungry. They still came and ate, but, so that we don't, then we can get them all.
Yeah, we should do it on a Friday, I think.
I'm kind of weighing my pros and cons on a Friday versus a Saturday. And we
I like
look-
Thursday.
I feel like Thursday's kind of a hard one just because people are gonna need to still like work the next day. And they might not wanna go out on a weeknight. But, cause now what I'm worrying about, cause it'd be October, is, well, we live in Minnesota and the weather's bipolar.
could be snowing.
It could be snowing. It could be 90 degrees. We won't know until that day.
We should do like a s'mores area.
It was beautiful last year.
What's gorgeous one?
Yeah, lucky.
Or even look at maybe even September so that we are looking at hopefully not cold. But, so if we,
Did late September, like after the fair and everything. You might still be able to get some food trucks then.
We should call food trucks first and see what they have available and then pick a date for it, because we have time for that.
So the newsletter's July, August, September. So if you're doing it in September,
okay, cool, it's gonna be in October.
so
Yeah.
It's gonna be in October. Sound like a plan? Okay.
Whatever you guys decide.
I think it's gonna be, yeah, it'll be too hard to get everything together for the newsletter.
Yeah, you won't have enough information.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
definitely
we could do
not
like a
super
save the
human.
date kind of a thing.
The first
then
national
release
night
stuff
out
later,
that
but-
we done in Montrose, we done it, we had it all organized in a week. So I know it can be done.
It becomes way harder when we gotta work around other people's schedules though. If we have to work with the food trucks, but.
You just take and say this one does this one does that, this one does this, and it all works together. And everything is done.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to reach out to Brian either, over at Jack DVD's. He's got a catering business. Just to see if he wants to be involved.
Good idea.
Alright. Can't think of really a whole lot else that we've done for summer events.
Well, you don't want too many in the summer because people are on vacation too. and go camping.
Wish my parents took me camping.
Nicole will take it.
Nicole would not want me. Actually, never mind. We could have a blast. It would either be a great time.
I was just gonna say it. I was waiting for it.
We would either have a great time or she would hate me afterward. There's no in between.
Well, we're not going to St. Cloud, so.
Okay, you're not invited to the red carpet with me.
Bummer.
Okay. Alright, I think that's it for summary. Thoughts, comments, concerns?
Do you guys have a plan as to who's reaching out to all these people?
Alright, yeah, let's give you those tasks.
I'm gonna do the duct tank and the bouncy house.
Okay, I'll reach out. I need to write this down or I'll forget.
And then Katie, once you find that out, just email or call Christy or I and we'll get that.
Yeah, I have your email. I
Okay.
have Christy's email too. And you said you were gonna do Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
Yes, and then,
And Jessica said she was gonna do the sport guns.
Yep, I'll get this happens.
okay, just so we can start looking at stuff for a night to unite, I'll reach out for food trucks and other miscellaneous art trucks or potential, like a face painter or something.
Oh, we need
We
an
might
ice.
want to talk to the person who organized the last food truck event and see if they
Hey!
have contact.
Why do you think I chose someone? Okay, I'm trying to.
I'm busy, sorry.
I wasn't taking the out on that, but like, definitely was playing to my strengths there.
And then did you guys decide a final time for the summer splash? What time you want to have that going?
We were gonna see if we could do, what we were gonna do for food.
If you're gonna do
first.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So
If
did
we
you
have
wanna
food,
see if you
you
can
decide.
get in touch with the ice cream truck?
What?
An ice cream truck?
Well, I'd do an ice cream truck because it's hot out,
I agree with you.
and I'd only do it for 2 hours.
Yeah, but you can't have the ice cream truck leave in the middle of it if we wind up doing it from 3 to 7.
It doesn't come right at 3.
So maybe if we did it from 3 to 7, how long do they stay for?
2 hours is
So,
usually
So
what it is.
allow people to, hang up from 3 to 7, but ice cream from 4 to 6 available. Or,
Yeah, see if they have a minimum, say if they will, we won't come unless we have a minimum of 2 hours or 4 hours, that'll probably be contingent on what you decide. So Sylvia, are you checking on the ice cream truck?
No, I don't have no contacts for that. Michelle's got it all. She's never turned it in.
Is Michelle in Park and Rec?
No,
Poor thing, she's like, I ain't doing it.
Can you text me? Thank you very much.
can I have that? I'll take care of it.
I gave it to y'all last week, but that's all right.
Okay.
It's all right.
Okay, we have everything divvied up?
Yes. Before I forget, I'm sorry, I have to go all the way back to Christmas. I did try a few times to get to the house on Mindy, but I don't know if I'm horrible at timing.
I'm sure.
I could be horrible at timing, but nobody has ever. I tried a handful of times and I never got an answer. I don't know if
We
there's
got
another.
them made, we just used their name that was in the utility building, like the LaBelle family or whatever it was.
Okay, and then the other house as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Cause you got a hold of her, Missy Jacobson.
That was Halloween.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I meant because Halloween was a
Who else
co-winner.
won?
And that house was on Mindy Lane.
You don't ask me, I
No,
saw the
no, no.
trophies, but I don't know.
Christmas was a co-winner, so Missy won Halloween, and then it was the LaBelle family, and then I have no idea who lived at that Mindy house lane for the co-winner. I tried. I must have just had unfortunate timing, but I have no idea who lives
Okay.
there.
a lot of times a person can call them and have them come up here and get it.
Yeah, I don't know how to. I guess from besides knocking on a door, I wouldn't know how to contact that second house. But we do have a trophy for the LaBelle family then.
Yeah, we do.
Cool. I have it.
Probably.
That'd be awesome. He might have asked me It's what made me think of it again. Kind of forgot that I like had to do that. Christmas was 6 months ago.
Okay,
Anything else?
I think we've said it, talked about everything.
Um,
Our next meeting.
what do we want to talk about next month? Bring back our
July 1st is our next meeting.
I will be in Florida.
I was just gonna say, is that pretty close to the fourth? We have places to go, people.
We usually set
Can
it
we
the
have it a different? Can we have it on the 8th?
Leaving Thursday.
We can have it on the 8th.
Yeah, I mean, I think that July 1st is gonna be tough for everybody.
Yeah, if people want, you know, a long weekend and decide to take the 2nd off,
Especially if
a
it's
little
Well,
tough.
I believe
Just
the
so you
4th
know.
of July is on Sunday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if people are gonna go like camping or something for the 4th, they might be leaving Thursday night.
Yep.
Yeah,
We are.
yeah, just to,
So the 8th, does the 8th work for everybody?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I'll make it work.
Well, I might have something. No, I'm good.
I swear,
Wait.
no more scheduled conflicts for you.
No, I'm good. It's just
Okay.
my lessons. I'm already.
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
Okay. You have a month.
Yep.
And then items for the agenda would be summer splash event and the fall event.
Probably Montrose Night Out.
Yeah, the fall event.
I love Tonight to Unite. I like
Montrose
that.
Night to
Yeah,
Unite.
Montrose, or like, cause like Montrose Night Out would be like more Augusty, but I like Night to Unite since it's a little bit more community.
That's the one that's August 3rd.
Yep.
Yeah,
Are we doing anything for that one?
That's
That's
just
the
in the
neighborhood.
neighborhood.
that's a neighborhood thing.
That's
So
the
it's just
neighborhood
whoever is.
If you want to go to the different neighborhoods and
Yeah.
talk to them
Do
and
that.
introduce yourselves or.
Every neighborhood's got
You're
that
in Forest
one
Creek, you
person.
guys usually whoop it up.
We'll count on them to organize it.
Yeah, Forest Creek, Fresno Hills usually has something.
Your own little private, yeah.
Anything else for the agenda for the July meeting then?
Can we bring back the Forest Creek, a Forest Creek update?
Yep.
Sure, hopefully it'll be done by then.
Can we check on the skate park too at that point and see if they've.
You know, we talked to Wayne about it. He said that he had them go look at it.
Yeah, he said that they inspect it once a year and make sure like all the bolts and stuff are good, so.
Well, then they.
When was the last time you were there?
It was maybe 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago.
Skatepark?
Yeah.
We were just there, up and down.
Yeah.
It needs help.
It needs help. It's rough.
Bullet points for the parks, you guys will bring that for the next one?
Yeah, so also bring back Parks and Trail Plan.
Update on the sunflower. It should be planted by the 14th of June.
Nice.
Oh, did you just get a message about it? Oh. Yeah, that's what he said.
How long or how many, what were, okay, his contract in layman terms, like, what did he agree to? Like, did he agree to a certain amount of time that, like, or a certain amount of years, or like?
2 years to start out with, and then it can be extended.
Okay. I was just curious. I didn't know if he had done a year or two, or,
He did it over in Buffalo too, over by the clinic.
I think that's on private
All of the
property.
ones in Buffalo are on private
Yeah.
property.
I think he's gonna try to.
How?
He's never done it. He's never done it before, so he's not sure how it's gonna
do
work.
them where?
You put
Behind the
like,
lineup.
you like dye them or how do you do that?
You can get them. He's got them, but it's hard to,
Hard to grow them.
yeah. And he showed us the different ones that he was gonna put out here, black oil or something.
Yeah, I think they said they were.
I don't know, so I didn't know there was that many.
I thought they were all like the same. That would be cool.
I know, so if it works, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't know. Wow.
Okay. And if anything that you guys, anything comes up during the month that you want to add to the agenda, just let us know.
For water balloons, are we are we just bringing those in, or are they coming from the
We
budget?
can probably just order those with the sport guns. I mean, that's gonna be a minimal expense, so, once we get an idea for, find out for cost for, to get approval for council stuff.
Then put that, we'll do an update
I
on
would-
adopting the parks too.
Look
Oh,
into it.
yeah.
Or the ones that film multiple ones at one time?
Yeah.
Right on the attachment, then you just fall right off and
Yeah.
do
They're
that.
amazing.
And so those are really, those are
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
They're a couple bucks, but it's gonna save us hours.
Oh, those ones that fill like a
Yeah.
gallon at a
Oh,
time.
they're
Yep.
amazing.
And they work pretty well. I've used them
Yeah,
a couple
they're
times
great.
and they work really well.
Just for sanity's sake.
Right?
Like, do they make a donation or anything? It's just like a do
We
it?
had issues with the eggs, so
No, but
we're
there's not,
getting
it's
water
just
balloon
a whole-
situation.
The biggest thing is, I don't know that necessarily everybody that adopts it knows. all
Because we
the
do
things that they have
plastic-
to do,
plastic
you know, it's like,
eggs.
I
so
know.
you're
It
gonna
took
go
us
with
3 hours
person
to
and
fill the
maybe it's
balloons
just
last
like,
year, 5
it
minutes.
gets
No,
stuck
I
in
don't
there.
Exactly.
even understand the
This way it's-
Perhaps,
So-
so
They-
we're
you
gonna,
care, you
we're
just
kind of
sit there.
looking at that, like, should we change some
We'll
of
just
that?
keep filling them.
Do the
Yeah.
things that we have on there, conflict with what
Maybe make it 10 minutes that
the
way.
staff is already doing, and then should that be the people that are adopting?
At least you won't have screaming
So we'll
kids
definitely-
there.
Hype it up a little bit more, I think
That'd be
maybe
horrible.
we could
Oh,
find
they're
a
so
couple,
bad.
maybe for like proactive,
Maybe I don't.
like newer community members especially, because I
All
think
it's
like,
happened,
That's awful.
even though we had hundreds.
it's been a
And
couple
I'm
of
thinking we're
years.
gonna need
Yeah,
those.
okay.
Like most of them have been
Non-legal.
like done within like years, so, and a lot of people have moved in since then,
Yeah,
so.
for sure. Yeah.
And then, well, with especially new,
She was talking about it,
Yeah.
so.
Okay, we'll have that.
maybe hype it back up, see if there's people who,
Or we can just put down a little.
social media is a wonderful
Anybody might be
thing.
interested.
Yeah.
Love
That
it.
was the parks that are available.
They grab them so
Maybe.
quick that it's just right
See
there
what's-
anyway.
Yeah.
We'll have to take an inventory and see what's kind of left and after we contact people and see if they still wanna adopt their park.
And we'll have that as an announcement in the newsletter too, like if you're interested, it's actually already in there. You know, if you're interested in adopting a park, this is what you do, contact us, but we'll do
Boy
that for
Scouts
sure.
and
Get
down
more
don't have
detail.
that, so every year when they go to the.
I think the
4th of
flower
July
pots
parade,
look pretty
they have
good.
it.
You know, they had to do it too.
Yeah,
I didn't even do
That
it.
would be fun.
yeah, Graham's did them, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like it's fun.
Alright,
Get a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Alright, 6:22.
Fantastic.
So now it will be in the news.